Hey everybody, how are you? Jim Prusak, physical therapist here from the Pain PT. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. To keep getting the channel out there and growing, as this information I believe is vital for people, especially with chronic conditions in the body. So today we're going to talk about what are the three emotions that you all need to overcome. What are the three emotions that you all need to overcome? I'm going to pause here for a second and see if you can come up with these three. These are all considered secondary emotions. Okay. These aren't primary emotions. They're considered secondary emotions. Okay. And they're ones that are also considered inhibitory emotions. And in a way, they're considered toxic emotions, meaning these emotions in us affect us greatly, yet they don't serve a purpose. And I'm going to go through each of these three briefly today. I go over these more in detail with the people I work with and also touching these in my group. So, what are these three emotions? Okay. What's the first one? It starts with an A, anxiety. Okay. Anxiety is the first one. Anxiety, as we know, is a level of fear in the body. Okay. Right. It feels like fear. Yet anxiety is not real fear, right? It's not a primary emotion, not primary fear. We know anxiety is a rational fear, okay, a feeling of fear that is not based on the truth. Okay, it's irrational, meaning there's no danger and no threat to you with whatever you feel anxious about. Okay, and the mind projects forward, right? Anxiety projects forward lots of thoughts. What if thoughts? What if this? Thinking for the worst. But most of the time, those thoughts are irrational. They're not based in logic. They're not based in the truth. They're not based on any evidence. Okay. So anxiety is your first one. It's the biggest one I see in people. That's you can call a toxic emotion that does not serve a purpose for you. Okay. It's a secondary inhibitory emotion as well. So we might want to get underneath it and see what's a primary emotion. Talk more about that another time. But for now, I want you to know that these emotions, these three emotions, you need to get over. Okay. You need to not listen to, not believe, not associate with, not agree with, and in a way, move past and let them move through you. Okay. So anxiety is the first one because, again, it's an irrational fear based on perceived, not real, perceived danger or threat. And that perceived danger or threat could be a symptom. Perceived danger or threat could be a person, a place, a location. It could be anything. It could be your own mind making it up. So it could be anything, but we have to distinguish between anxiety and fear, anxiety and true fear. Okay. So that's the first emotion. What's the second one you can come up? Let's see if you got at least one of these three emotions. The second biggest one we see, anxiety over here, is drum roll, please. Shame. Shame. Shame is the second emotion that we do not want to listen to. And it's a big one. It's a big one. It's a bottom of the barrel. It's the deep, dark feeling that we're not good enough. We're not enough. We're not worthy. We're less than. Okay. We can't do it. Putting ourselves down. A lot of times we create our own shame through our own self blame. But again, shame is considered a toxic emotion. Go ahead and Google it. You'll see it's an emotion we do not want to own. And in fact, we want to reject that emotion quickly because it's not who we are. Shame has been put into us from other people, starting from childhood, potentially from your parents, and all the way through your life from different people who maybe didn't treat you well or put you down or made you feel less than. And now that's become internalized to your own mind, become your own voice that's saying shame, or you get that strong feeling. So both these emotions, these two biggest ones, anxiety and shame, you can imagine what they will do to you in terms of letting you live your life in a complete, full, empowered, healthy, happy way. They will bring you down. They will both bring you down. Anxiety will lead you to avoid timidness, fearfulness, trepidation, not living in a full authenticity of yourself. And shame will make you feel like shit, make you feel bad, make you feel not good enough, less than, not capable. And both these emotions are going to drive your behaviors in many ways through your personality traits And you're going to see that you'll start people pleasing. You'll start doing these other things, perfectionism, because you don't want to feel the deeper feeling, let's say, of shame, which again isn't a true emotion. Okay, so shame is not a true emotion. It's not who you are. In the same way, anxiety is not a true emotion. It's not who you are. It's not representing the truth. And I always tell people I work with, I said, what you're feeling is not telling you the truth. It is a very real emotion. You definitely feel it. It's a true feeling in your body, but it doesn't mean how it feels. Okay, it doesn't mean how it feels to you, meaning it's false. Okay, so those two emotions I want you guys to be looking out for. I want you to be looking for anxiety, looking for shame, and really, like I said, identifying it, labeling it, let both things pass. Don't listen to us, reject those things. They're not from you, and move forward, okay? Because both those things will hold you back. Shame will hold you down, push you down, and anxiety will hold you back. Now, what's the third one? Okay, did you get those two out of those two of the three? Well, the third one is excessive guilt. Okay, so that's another emotion that can come in, excessive guilt. And guilt can be a real emotion too. It can be a real emotion. If you have done something wrong to somebody, to harm somebody or hurt somebody, you would feel guilty. And that would be a normal, natural, true feeling that would allow you to repair and apologize for what you did. Okay. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about excessive, irrational guilt, where you feel extremely guilty for doing nothing wrong, for saying something that is very innocuous or very benign. Yet in your mind, you think, oh my God, I can't believe I said that to that person. I can't believe I treated them this way. And when you look at the evidence for what they did, there's not much there. There's not much meat on the bone. They didn't do much that was actually wrong, except they feel extremely guilty. Now, that guilt can block you and cause you to apologize to somebody when you don't need to. Okay, it will cause you to not express your anger appropriately. Right? It'll cause you to, again, it'll hold you back, hold you down, make you feel bad again, and maybe lead to shame. Okay, so all these three emotions here, anxiety, shame, and guilt, will play off each other. Okay, you can have all three working. All three are toxic. All three can contribute to and cause symptoms in your body and keep you stuck from moving forward and living a empowered, full, healthy, happy life, which is what we want. Okay, so the reason I'm touching on these three emotions is because these are the three I see in the patients I work with most often. And like I said, all three are considered secondary or inhibitory emotions. They are not primary emotions. And they're not ones we want to identify with and own or believe. They're ones we want to discard, get rid of, move forward. Let it pass in your system. Do not listen to it or agree with these three. Okay. The primary emotions, we could talk about them another time. Yes, they may have information for us. True fear, anger, primary emotion, true sadness, okay, true grief. These are primary emotions, true joy. Okay, so guys, look out for these three if you want help in understanding how these work more in you and how they affect your health, how they can affect symptoms and your well-being. Reach out. Okay, I offer one-to-one coaching sessions. I have a weekly group sessions where we go over a lot of this information. So please, I'm happy to help you guys out. You can find more information of my work at thepainpt.com, www.thepainpt.com. Again, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please pass the word. Continue to try to get the message out to people, offering this free content as a way to help people move forward with their lives. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.